Health is not everything, but without health, everything becomes nothing.
Main thing is, how do you empower people? Empowering people is to give them knowledge so that they take the right decisions as to what to do and what not to do.
I started conceptualizing in year 2005, not 2008. There we had a selected group of health editors and writers who were very few in number in the country, about 15 to 20 of them. We were able to create a couple of workshops which we did in Goa, in Bangalore. The whole model was that generally how people or the industry or the institutions, the doctors and the hospitals, they approach with a very single-minded approach of just giving a one-sided information, whether it is in the form of a press release or it is in the form of a press conference or it is in the form of a media interaction.
This is not something that has happened just today or yesterday. This is a work of almost 9 years when we started Health Writers Association called HEAL, where we brought all journalists covering health together on a platform to share their problems and to share their ideas and to share how the future road is all about.
But for me, it's mainly interesting to see the kind of knowledge health writers have. So for us, it's a kind of eye-opener to see certain lack of knowledge people have, and there's clearly a need for giving more information to them and how we can help with it.
HEAL Foundation, I think, has done a wonderful job in bringing the health writers together for this convention and to bring in awareness on, about writing on health and about health, various aspects of health.
I extend my best wishes to HEAL Foundation for organizing this wonderful workshop for media persons. There are many challenges which are affecting the health of the media persons. I have seen that the majority of the people suffer from stress-related ailments. While discussing all these issues, health issues in this workshop, I think if this issue is also discussed, this endeavor will be more fruitful.
This convention has been actually quite an eye-opener because one, it has covered many topics. So it's broadened the horizon, and when you work in a particular field for a very long time, you need to keep refreshing yourself as well, which I think this convention has done extremely well.
My message to everybody is that that's a common theme which I have always, is eat less, eat on time, eat right, walk more, sleep well and smile.
I have to convey all my greetings, congratulations, thank you for all the support that senior and new health journalists, essayists, authors, everyone is giving to the cause of health in this country.
Health reporting mostly consists of lack of infrastructure or any irregularities, and so I wish the younger generation of journalists come here and sharpen their reporting on health matters.
The health writers and editors have a very significant role to play in driving change in the healthcare sector in this country. There is a need for all three players to really get involved in this process: the government, the private sector, and the patient himself. And when all three of them work together, can we really change the healthcare status in this country?
Through the 5th National Convention, we hope to strengthen this network of health journalists who hold the potential of making India healthier.
At the outset, I would like to congratulate the organizing committee for organizing this innovative conference in the city of Hyderabad.
See, health sector is one sector where the role of awareness cannot be ignored.
We do very good research, but it remains into the journals only. Since long, I feel that there should be some link between a scientist as well as the health writers.
It's very important to start at the beginning. So it's the schools, the schools must promote this health and hygiene.
This is inevitable. Death is inevitable. If we have that conversation, then many people will die a dignified death.
The cost of healthcare to the economy, cost of disease burden to the economy, and how together as partners in healthcare delivery we can address healthcare needs and create healthcare sector which is a motive force for the economy.
Today is the day of multi-centric, multi-nation studies. So one of the first questions to ask is how applicable is this study to India.
I would not say any doctor is less credible or more credible. Still people feel that, oh, if he's an AIIMS doctor, he'll be less biased. So based on that, we created this program, Trust Doc.
Which is the country that supports active euthanasia? That's the correct answer.
In media, somehow we have had this entire concept of generalists, journalists as generalists, which is gradually changing. And now we are grooming an entire generation of journalists who continue to be jack of all trades, but are also master of one.
I think is the luck for a patient and his family when it comes to a legal battle against a big hospital in India. I would like to give you the cases of deaths that have happened among newborns in Karnataka, where we know that the child passed away soon after the pentavalent administration.
Observational research. Several times we say, well, there are 1,000 obese women and their blood pressure is high. Doesn't mean that the two are correlated.
The capacity of the body, of the system, is strong enough to bring back the balance.
So there is no scope of inaccuracy in healthcare. There is no scope of wrong reporting in healthcare. There is no scope of any misrepresentation in healthcare.
The greatest innovation of all times is Ayushman Bharat, the Prime Minister Yojana. I think it's a fascinating transformation in healthcare delivery, and all of us would love to be a part of this biggest change which is coming along.
It has been a momentous journey for Health Essays and Authors League, or HEAL, since 2008. HEAL has also brought health reporting to the forefront and has been advocating accuracy and neutrality in telling a story.